Have you ever wondered if that chicken breast sitting on your dinner plate right now could actually be shortening your life? I know that sounds extreme, but hear me out because what I'm about to share with you might completely change the way you think about meat after the age of 60. You see, most of us have been eating the same meats for decades without giving it a second thought. But here's what nobody tells you: your body after 65 processes meat completely differently than it did when you were 40 or 50. The meat that used to give you energy and strength might now be silently working against you, affecting your heart, your inflammation levels, and even how fast your body ages. Now, before you panic and think you need to become a vegetarian, that's not what I'm saying at all. In fact, the right meats can actually help you live longer, stay stronger, and keep your mind sharp well into your golden years. But here's the problem: 99% of seniors have no idea which meats are stealing their vitality and which ones are giving them life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the three worst meats you should avoid after 60, and more importantly, the three best meats that can actually add healthy years to your life. But first, let me tell you about the number one meat that's causing rapid aging in seniors, and chances are you ate it this week. So why do certain meats suddenly become dangerous after you hit 60? Well, it all comes down to what's happening inside your body that you can't see or feel until it's too late. As we age, our digestive system slows down, our ability to process certain fats changes dramatically, and our bodies become more sensitive to inflammation. Now, here's where it gets concerning. Some meats are loaded with compounds that trigger inflammation throughout your entire body. And when you're over 60, that inflammation doesn't just cause a little joint pain. We're talking about inflammation that attacks your arteries, making them stiff and narrow, which puts enormous pressure on your heart. We're talking about inflammation that affects your brain, potentially speeding up memory loss and cognitive decline. And here's what most people don't realize: processed meats contain preservatives like nitrates and nitrites that your aging body struggles to break down efficiently. These chemicals can accumulate over time and have been linked to increased risks of heart disease and other serious conditions. But it's not just about what these meats contain, it's about what they're doing to your blood sugar levels, your blood pressure, and even your ability to absorb the nutrients you need to stay strong and independent. Now, you might be thinking, well, I eat lean meats, so I'm safe, right? Not so fast, because the meat I'm about to reveal in the worst category might surprise you. It's sitting in most refrigerators right now, looking perfectly innocent. Let's start with number three on the worst list, and I need you to pay close attention because this one's a breakfast favorite for millions of seniors. Bacon, sausage, and other processed pork products are quietly doing damage that you won't feel until years down the road. Now I know what you're thinking, but I only have a couple strips on Sunday mornings. How bad could it be? Here's the truth your body wants you to know. Every time you eat processed pork, you're flooding your system with sodium levels that can spike your blood pressure within hours. And when you're over 60, your kidneys aren't filtering that excess sodium as efficiently as they used to. But the sodium is just the beginning. These processed meats are cured with nitrates and nitrites that convert into compounds in your digestive system that can damage the lining of your blood vessels. Studies have shown that eating just 50 grams of processed meat daily, that's about 2 slices of bacon, increases your risk of heart disease by 42%. And here's what really concerns health experts: processed pork is often high in saturated fats that raise your LDL cholesterol, the bad kind that clogs your arteries and makes your heart work overtime if you're already taking blood pressure medication or cholesterol medication. These meats are basically working against everything your medicine is trying to do. But if you think bacon is bad, wait until you hear about number two on this list, because it's even more common in senior diets and the risks are through the roof. Before we continue, do yourself a favor and subscribe to Health After 60 so you never miss critical information like this that could add years to your life. Coming in at number two, and this one might hit close to home because it's probably in your refrigerator right now: deli meats and cold cuts. You know, that turkey, ham, roast beef, or salami you grab for a quick sandwich.
Yeah.
It seems harmless enough, right? It's convenient, it's quick, and you might even think it's healthier than cooking up a burger. But here's what the food industry doesn't want you to know about these sliced meats. They're absolutely loaded with sodium, often containing more than 500 milligrams per serving. And most people eat 2 or 3 servings in one sitting without even realizing it. That's nearly half your daily sodium limit in just one sandwich. And for seniors dealing with high blood pressure or heart issues, that's a recipe for trouble. But the sodium isn't even the worst part. These cold cuts are preserved with chemicals to keep them looking fresh and pink for weeks in your fridge, and your aging digestive system has to work overtime to process these additives. Research has connected regular consumption of deli meats to increased inflammation markers in the blood, which is basically fuel for arthritis pain, joint stiffness, and even cognitive decline. And here's something that should really grab your attention. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats in the same category as other known health risks. If you're eating deli meat sandwiches 3 or 4 times a week, you need to hear what the number one worst meat is, because it might actually shock you. Here it is, the number one worst meat choice for anyone over 60. And this might surprise you because it's not about the type of meat as much as it's about how it's cooked. Charred and heavily grilled red meats, especially when cooked at high temperatures until they're blackened and crispy, are creating compounds in your food that your body was never designed to handle. When you grill meat at high heat, especially red meat like beef or lamb, it forms substances called heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. Now I know those are big words, but here's what you need to understand. These compounds have been directly linked to increased health risks. And when you're over 60 with a slower metabolism, your body can't clear these substances out as quickly. Every time you eat that perfectly charred steak or those blackened burger edges, you're introducing oxidative stress into your cells, which accelerates aging from the inside out. And here's what makes this especially dangerous for seniors. Red meat is already harder to digest as you age. It takes longer to break down in your stomach, and when you combine that with the char and high heat, you're creating a perfect storm for digestive issues and inflammation. The iron in red meat, which used to be beneficial, can actually accumulate to unhealthy levels in older adults, potentially affecting your liver and heart. But here's the good news I promised you, and this is where everything changes for the better. Now, I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or think you can never enjoy meat again, because that's not the message here at all. What I want you to understand is that your body is incredibly resilient, and the moment you start making better choices, it begins healing itself in ways you can actually feel. Within just 2 weeks of switching to the right meats, many seniors notice their energy levels start to improve. They're not as sluggish after meals, and that brain fog that creeps in during the afternoon starts to lift. Within a month, inflammation markers in your blood can start dropping, which means less joint pain, better mobility, and a stronger immune system. And here's what really gets exciting. After 3 months of choosing the right meats, your body has had time to repair damage to your blood vessels. Your cholesterol levels can improve significantly, and you might even notice you're sleeping better and waking up feeling more refreshed. The protein in the right meats helps preserve your muscle mass, which is crucial after 60 because muscle loss is one of the biggest factors in falls, fractures, and loss of independence. The right meats also contain nutrients that support your brain health, keeping your memory sharp and your thinking clear. So now let me share with you the 3 best meat choices for seniors, and I'm going to start with number 3 and work my way up to the absolute best option that can genuinely add healthy years to your life. Hit that subscribe button for Health After 60 so you can stay informed with life-changing health information like this. Trust me, the number 1 choice might surprise you. Coming in at number 3 on the best list is organic chicken breast. And there's a reason this lean protein has been recommended by health experts for decades. When you choose organic chicken breast, you're getting high quality protein without the excessive saturated fat that comes with red meat. And for seniors, this makes a world of difference for your heart health. A 4-ounce serving gives you about 35 grams of protein, which is exactly what your aging muscles need to stay strong and maintain your independence. But here's why the organic part matters so much. Conventional chicken is often raised with antibiotics and hormones that can accumulate in the meat And when you're over 60, you don't want to be adding unnecessary chemicals to your already overworked system. Organic chicken breast is also incredibly easy to digest compared to red meat, which means your body can actually absorb and use the nutrients more efficiently. It's rich in B vitamins, especially B6 and B12, which are crucial for maintaining your energy levels and supporting healthy brain function as you age. And here's a practical benefit. Chicken breast is versatile and affordable, so you can prepare it in dozens of healthy ways without breaking the bank. You can bake it, poach it, or saute it with vegetables for a complete meal that won't leave you feeling heavy or bloated. Now, while chicken breast is excellent, the number 2 option on this list offers even more benefits for seniors, especially when it comes to fighting inflammation. At number 2, we have wild caught salmon, and this isn't just meat, this is medicine in the form of food. Wild caught salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are like liquid gold for anyone over 60 because they directly combat inflammation throughout your entire body. These omega-3s help keep your arteries flexible and clear. They support your brain health and may help protect against memory decline. And they even help reduce joint pain and stiffness that so many seniors struggle with daily. Now here's why Wild Caught Matters farm raised salmon often contains fewer omega-3s and can have higher levels of contaminants. So you're not getting the same health benefits. A serving of wild caught salmon gives you about 25 grams of high quality protein that's incredibly easy for your aging digestive system to break down and absorb. But the real magic is in those healthy fats that actually help your body absorb fat, soluble vitamins like vitamin D, which becomes harder to maintain as you age. Salmon is also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D, and when you're over 60, getting enough vitamin D is crucial for bone strength, immune function, and even mood regulation. Many seniors report feeling more energetic and mentally sharp when they eat salmon twice a week. The key is to bake or broil it gently, never char it, to preserve all those beneficial nutrients. But as incredible as salmon is, the number 1 meat choice takes everything to another level. Here it is, the number 1 best meat choice for anyone over 60, and it's turkey, specifically fresh turkey breast or lean ground turkey. Now you might be thinking, really? Turkey? That's not very exciting. But let me tell you why this humble meat is an absolute powerhouse for senior health. Turkey is one of the leanest proteins you can find, with even less fat than chicken, which means you're getting all the protein your muscles need without any of the artery clogging saturated fat. A 4-ounce serving of turkey breast contains about 34 grams of protein and only about 1 gram of fat, making it ideal for maintaining healthy cholesterol levels and supporting heart health. But here's what makes turkey truly special for seniors. It's loaded with selenium, a mineral that acts as a powerful antioxidant in your body, protecting your cells from damage and supporting your immune system when it needs it most. Turkey is also rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that helps regulate your sleep patterns and supports mood balance, which can be a game changer if you're dealing with insomnia or anxiety. The zinc in turkey supports wound healing and immune function, both critical as you age. And here's the practical side. Turkey is incredibly versatile, affordable, and gentle on your digestive system. You can use ground turkey in place of beef for healthier versions of your favorite meals. Subscribe to Health After 60 right now so you never miss crucial health information that can transform your golden years. But wait, there's one critical mistake people make when preparing turkey that destroys most of these benefits, and you need to know what it is. The biggest mistake people make with turkey, and really with any of the best meats we've discussed, is overcooking it or cooking it at extremely high temperatures. When you overcook turkey until it's dry and tough, you're not only making it unpleasant to eat, but you're also breaking down the beneficial nutrients and creating those same harmful compounds we talked about with charred meat. The key is to cook turkey gently at moderate temperatures, using a meat thermometer to ensure it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit and then removing it from heat immediately. This keeps it moist, flavorful, and nutritionally intact. So let's recap what you need to remember. Avoid bacon and processed pork, stay away from deli meats and cold cuts, and never eat charred or heavily grilled red meat if you want to protect your health after 60. Instead, focus on organic chicken breast, wild caught salmon twice a week, and make turkey your go to protein for everyday meals. Here's your action plan starting today. Look in your refrigerator right now and remove any processed meats you have sitting there. This week, buy fresh turkey breast or ground turkey and prepare it at moderate heat. Next week, add wild-caught salmon to your shopping list. These simple changes can add years to your life and life to your years. Your body has incredible healing power when you give it the right fuel, and now you know exactly what that fuel should be. If this information opened your eyes, do me a favor and join our Health After 60 family by subscribing right now, because we're here to help you live your healthiest, strongest, most vibrant life possible. Your future self will thank you for the choice you make today.